Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on another team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Knights will put total leather to crank us up. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Sacking him back at the 10.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. That's caught. It's Royer. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, a lot of space.
You've got to have better ball security on. It's the football possession. That is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Great place to start for this offense. The inside handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCF! A great catch and run for 6. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Looking for a man, it's Sorsby. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll do it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got it in the middle. It's Charles. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The corners are walked up tight. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab at the 30. Flips sweeps the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The give out of the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Calls his own number. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loses 3. Brings up third down.
It'll be third and long. Jackson will throw. Makes the catch. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3-and-out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and get them the football back in great field position.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Feels the button, looking for daylight. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He tries to take the top off, and he'll pull it in inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Knights looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Jackson going to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meets windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. And the field goal caps off this first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the running back. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And the Bearcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. On the move, it's Walker. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Floats it out in space. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Right back to the well. He's loose at the 15. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Knights are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Knights decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
To the air, it's Sorsby. Caught over the middle, it's Royer. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Royer. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Hands it off. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down, now looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Kick is in the air. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Jackson will throw. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on them.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking for a crease. It's Nixon. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the right. Intercepted deep in his own end. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20.
You know, quarterbacks cannot stare down receivers, especially when thrown over the middle of the field. You've got to look these safeties off. That was going to be a small window to throw into anyway, but staring at that wide receiver made the safety's job so much easier.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback keeps it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Bearcats will hustle to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. 2nd half not too far away. it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Give to the single back. He breaks the tackle. And he makes the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few. The earth is shaking. Bounce house living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Snap to the up man. It's a fake. And they roll the dice, and it ain't snake eyes. They pick up the 1st down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the 1st down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Catch in the middle. It's Royer. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Pryor. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rides the back and leads it on the option. Open space at the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, Good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Sorsby. Dumps it off in the flats. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense came into this game knowing they were going to have to stop this guy getting handoffs, but also catching the ball. Nice job rallying to him out in the flat, making a nice tackle.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Caldwell. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
You know, you're in the red zone, run out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To the air, it's Sorsby. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Past the 50. The 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Knights. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job of flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if he's going to run it. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The corner route is a very difficult route to cover. It's difficult because the receiver pushes up the field, so it looks like a deep route and then breaks really quickly to the sideline.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. They'll run the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field. It's Sorsby. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Throwing right. Makes the grab. It's Warrior. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to...
Touchdown, Cincinnati! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see him kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
The give from the gun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Thomas. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The give on the option. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To throw, it's Sorsby. Oh, they're after him. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And the Bearcats with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Sends it downfield. Catch and stride inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
The Bearcats have their offense in high gear. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Fears the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing and making life so hard on this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And they can't make the play on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he missed it. No good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to pass. It's Sorsby. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
go to the draw. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
The defense is going to need one more stop. This is the game right now. You just got one on that last run play, setting up 4th down. Do you bring pressure? What are we doing defensively here to make sure that we can get off the field and win this game?
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Allen. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the 1st down. It'll be a turnover on downs. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? The handoff, keep working on that clock. At the 35, he's open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Knights are threatening in the red zone. Right back to the well. Runs through a tackle. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Looking for space. It's Montgomery. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. You'd love to get the score right now, but you also want to make sure, if you can, that the clock keeps moving.
So let's do both. Let's run the football, keep it on the ground, run the play clock down, but don't turn away a touchdown. If you're getting close and you can get in, take the 2-possession lead in this ballgame.
And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with a losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year. And you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.